exercise is a great way to clear your mind because I think it's really because of the simplicity of it.
Yeah.
Because you get in the gym, and like it or not, it's you, whatever music you got in your ears, and the weights. And you either get it done or you don't.
I put my phone on, do not disturb. Don't wanna talk, I don't wanna hear a word.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the 9th episode of the Conscious Cast. It's your
buddy.
boy Cal.
And your boy Cole.
Yep.
And for once I've broken the streak. I'm wearing an actual shirt now, not just a tank top.
Yep.
Because I got to break in the new drip, ladies and gentlemen.
The new drip. It is coming. And
It is. But it's gonna be a good year.
Yeah, for sure.
Of recording.
Yes,
But
sir.
Today we're doing a topic that me and Cal are both very passionate about. Is get exercise.
Yeah, exercise.
Because that's like,
how it's changed our life.
exactly.
Yep.
And for me, I've spoken of it sometimes on the podcast before, but judo was the big one. That's what I always did sports as a kid, but like there's nothing I ever really like wanted to do. It was just stuff I kind of went to and like did because my parents wanted me to do sports. But I got into judo, and everything fucking was better from there. Like.
Yep.
I was a chubbier kid when I was younger, as most people are.
Yep.
Some aren't, but in my experience, most people are.
Yeah.
And I just got really lean and muscular and started doing judo, and I loved going every day. Like every class they had, I would go. Well, not everyone, because, sometimes you get a little lazy, but that was before the discipline set in.
Yeah.
But, it was great.
How old are you again?
I think like 12 or maybe
Gotcha.
I don't know. 12 might be too early. Maybe like.
Sorry, I was just trying to get an idea.
Maybe around 12. Let's leave it at that.
Yeah.
Around 12, and it was like. At least I remember. Probably longer, but nonetheless, the point is moot. The point I'm getting at is, it changed my life for the better. I started to feel so much better about myself, just from like doing it, and then. This is probably the biggest, one of the biggest takeaways I can really tell anybody about the gym. No, you will have no better workouts than after a breakup. That's all I gotta say. Get in the gym if your heart is broken. That's all I gotta say.
Okay.
I got into the gym, like, after my heart was broken. So, it was my first relationship ended. And I was like feeling shitty about myself. And I was just kind of like moping around, and it was final season too, like in high school, my sophomore year. And I just, like one day I was like, I'm tired of being sad. Like it was actually, I was done studying.
You're sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Yeah, I was. And I was just like, okay, I'm going to put down the books, I'm going to pick up these weights and do some push-ups. Mm-hmm. It always starts with push-ups. Yeah. For me at least, it always did. Which is, when you're younger, you have a turbulent relationship with exercise because it's more like something you're forced to do as opposed to something you want to do.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
So it's like, I did push-ups, sit-ups, bicep curls, skull crushers, and some like ab exercises. And from there, I actually, that was just in my basement. And then I went to the gym, and then I'm like, I have arrived at the Iron Paradise. The House of Gains has opened its holy gates to me. Yeah. And from there, I was just like, fuck. This feels awesome. I don't feel shitty about myself anymore. Yeah. I feel good.
Uh-huh.
And it was like, that's how it changed my life, and I haven't fucking turned back since, because it's another outlet that I discovered a little later from my negativity, because it wasn't as bad before high school when I first started judo. It was just like, this makes me feel good. Yeah. And I'm also, learning how to fight, so it's fun. But the gym came out of pain. My path to the House of Gains was led by suffering. And now, every time I feel that pain, I seek penance in the House of Gains. Or not penance. There's a proverb I invented that's, I'm sure someone might have thought of it too, but I'm the only one I've heard said it. But it's, if you wish to be free of pain, find your peace in the house of gains. That's my little proverb.
Did you just invent that now, or was that?
Oh no,
okay.
I no.
I was like, if you invented that now, that's impressive.
Not now, but
Yeah,
I
yeah,
did.
yeah.
I invented that
Still,
a
no,
lot.
that's really
yeah.
good. I like that. Yeah.
But yeah,
Cool.
that's kind of the
Yeah.
tagline. It's like it makes you, us at least, or at least me,
Yeah, yeah.
feel so much better about myself, because not only are you being healthy, you're kind of reinventing yourself all the time.
Yeah.
Like if you consistently put the work in, you're going to be strong. You're going to look better. You're going to feel better, and your mind's going to be clearer because
100%.
you're taking all that pain out on the weight.
Yeah.
There's not as much cloudiness in there.
Yeah. 100%. And yeah, like literally what you said, I have a very similar experience. So like I did. Okay, I'm not still in a taekwondo, but I did it for like a couple of years. But it was just kind of like something I did. I played baseball, I did basketball. I played football. Like when I was young, I did all those type of things.
Yeah.
Like exercise. But like you said, it was kind of like forced. I didn't really enjoy it like
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean? Like I didn't want to be like, oh yeah, dude, let me just go do taekwondo. Like you know what I mean? I didn't
Yeah.
feel passionate about it, or like let me go play baseball. Sure, sometimes I did, but I don't know. I never really felt that drive and that attachment to something. And I did crew, which is rowing, freshman year, and it like completely transformed my physique, right? But I still didn't feel like that type of pull towards it. I enjoyed exercising. I enjoyed how it made me look, but I remember when I got into the gym, and I was kind of lifting weights, but I more so was doing cardio, and I was like, oh my god, like I love this. Like it is so freaking awesome. Like you said, like the mental clarity. You're making yourself healthier. Sure, my diet wasn't on point, but I just remember walking around like I was like a skinny fat kid, in high school, and I didn't have a lot of. I mean, I was social, but I didn't have a lot of body confidence, if that makes sense, and kind of like that social hierarchy that I created in my head. I didn't feel like I was like on top of that hierarchy, even though it's complete bullshit. But I feel like a lot of people can relate to that. But once I got in the gym and I started to feel consistently started to go. I realized and recognized like the difference between when I didn't work out and when I did work out. And over time I noticed that when I didn't work out, I would feel bad and I would feel like negative. And I was always like constantly like, oh man, I got to do better. Like I don't really want to go to the gym, but I know it's like good for me. And then once I made that commitment, like sophomore year, being like, okay, I want to get fucking shredded, dude. Like I want to be. Like, I want to take this seriously. Like, I want to gain more knowledge. I want to gain more information and really understand, like, the gym, like weightlifting and, like, cardio, right? And then I learned about, calories in, calories out, caloric surplus, caloric deficit, right? How to gain muscle, And obviously it's progressed over time, but I remember I shredded down on a calorie deficit. And by no means was the diet great because I was literally eating chicken and rice and vegetables, right? Because that's what I thought like you had to eat to get shredded, but that is not the case. But yeah, I got pretty decently shredded, and I was like wicked confident, and it became natural, and it completely raised my energy level. A lot of people call it vibration, a lot of people call it frequency, right? And it completely like uplifted my mood in every single area of my life. And over time, there's no question, I'm going to the gym every single day, like 5 times a week, right? I have built-in rest days, and I don't feel bad when I rest, because I know it's good to recover, and but now it's just so natural, it's built into my habit and behaviors, and that's just really, in essence, how it's changed my life forever. And I don't think I'll ever stop weightlifting unless God forbid I get injured or something,
But even dude, like look. Who knows further than Ronnie Coleman? That dude is fucked up, but he's still pumping iron.
Yeah.
Like, but back to what you were saying about the whole lack of body confidence thing. That was a real kind of problem for me when I was younger. Even though, like, I haven't openly admitted this, like, pretty much, really ever. I just said, yeah, I was a fat kid. But, like, I remember distinctly, there was a couple moments when I'd be, like, going to sleep. Like, as a kid, I was, like 6 and 7 and shit. Just looking at myself in the mirror, and I'm just like, I don't like looking at my own face, which is fucked up.
No, yeah, same here, bro.
But it was like, it's weird because I don't have any of that. Like, I have no remnants of that now. I didn't have like
self-love.
Yeah, and it was like judo. I think took that layer off of me.
Yeah.
But like, here's the thing though. I didn't get made fun of it. It was all in my head. it was all like,
Yeah.
I look terrible,
Yeah.
even though I didn't know it. I knew I was strong. I've always been strong, but I didn't like it. Like, I didn't like the way I looked. You know, but like later I kind of just detached myself from being like, you know, worrying about what I look like in terms of like how other people see me, and I just kind of let it like fell into what I like a little bit more. You know, I just hung out with my friends a lot because they, you know, as you should, because like
Yep.
your friends aren't going to judge you on what you look like. Jokingly, maybe, but
Yeah,
that's it. It comes from a place of love, but like, you know, that kind of like way you see yourself is not as important as you think. Really, it's what you're doing to take care of yourself is what actually matters.
100%.
Like going to the gym, like is very much, you know, for me and you at least, it's mental. It's very much it's a place of mental solace. You know,
Yeah.
you know, where some people will go and meditate and they'll find their solace there, or go running. You know, just as we said before, like you find peace in different areas.
Yeah.
Ours just happens like, you know, me and you both can find peace in the active and the passive as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, you know, we both use meditation to a certain degree,
Yeah.
although not necessarily in the same
Yeah,
way.
yeah, I agree.
We still kind of use the same principles.
Yep.
That like, but don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
That's kind of what you have to
Yeah.
do. If
Uh-huh.
you have to find peace really wherever you can find it.
Yeah. And
Now-
you just go ahead.
Yeah, but I'm not saying you should chase after it, but like exercise is a great way to clear your mind because I think it's really because of the simplicity of it.
Yeah.
Because it's, you get in the gym, and like it or not, it's you, whatever music you got in your ears, and the weights.
Yeah.
And you either get it done or you don't.
Yeah.
And here's the deal. If you're self-conscious about like going to the gym and feeling people will judge you,
Like I was.
yeah, they don't give a flying fuck.
Yeah, they don't give a shit.
They
yeah.
don't care.
Yeah.
In fact, they'll not necessarily
Not
my
everyone,
experience,
but
like
yeah.
I'm saying, like they will probably not want to talk to you at all. Like they will be annoyed. They will be annoyed if you try and talk.
Yeah,
to them.
everyone's worried about their own shit, you know?
Yeah, like that's why I kind of loved it because, and that's another reason why I kind of loved being into college because I was like, or coming into college, it's because finally no one cares about me anymore. Like I didn't have to walk around with that stupid reputation these douchebags in high school assign you,
Yep.
where you could just go and exist wherever you want. Like, I'm in college. I'm me. I know who I am. I know what I'm about. Let fucking everyone else feel how they feel about me.
Yeah.
And it's the same way in the gym. It's like I don't have any of this reputation that people assign to me. No labels. The only thing that's in this gym are me, AC/DC, and the fucking barbell.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Yeah. Damn. I fucking... That, when you said... I forget exactly what you said, but when you finally graduated high school, you were like, people finally don't care about me
Yeah,
anymore.
exactly.
That is a great fucking point. You know, I've never heard that before.
Yeah.
And that is a great perspective that you should use to help shed those layers. You know?
Yeah.
Like, when you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, fuck, man, I don't like what I see, realize that a great deal of your judgment isn't even your own judgment.
Yeah.
Right? A lot of that judgment is social conditioning, right? A lot of that has been placed on you by the evolution of human consciousness. And what I mean by that is just like interaction, our environment, right? Just what we value, right? Like the certain body types, right? Like, you know, clear skin, six pack, being buff, like all this type of stuff,
Fucking 5% body fat.
Yeah, exactly. But realize that no matter what you look like, obviously you can move to a more preferred state, right? And it'll come with a great deal of effects. But no matter what state you're in, that's whole and complete, right? That doesn't mean you can't change states. You absolutely can, Look at us. We did it, By no means are we like the fucking,
We're not Mr. Universe or anything.
yeah. But bro, we have done it. Like it has taken years to get to where we are. Not to brag, we're just stating a fact. You know, and I think once you really realize that and you see the transparency it's going to take time to change those beliefs and values, but that'll help you get in the gym, you know. And like
Yeah.
I like for me, I was self-conscious about moving from the cardio area upstairs to the bodybuilders, you know, because I thought these guys were a bunch of meatheads and like they were wicked intimidating, and like, you know, some of them, very few, like cared about, you know, some of those guys would be like, oh, you know what I mean, like doing that type of stuff.
Or
But
the,
that's
or the
an every-
power lifters taking naps in between sets.
yeah, that's every gym though. You're gonna find one or two of those guys.
Yeah.
But if anything, people are gonna respect you for going in there, you know, and getting the
Yeah.
job done.
Yeah, and especially as you progress, because
Yeah.
I don't know if I told you about this,
Uh-huh.
but I'm gonna tell let me tell the people. You gotta love it when people respect your hustle.
Yeah.
Because I've been going into I'm consistent in the gym as much as I can be.
Yeah, exactly.
Like especially due to COVID taking that away from me.
Yeah.
But I've been while I've been, you know, at the other house, at this new
Yeah,
at
of
the new
course.
house,
Yeah.
I was like I had the availability of the school gym.
Yeah.
I would be in there whenever the fuck I could be in
Uh-huh.
there. And that, like, lately, like, towards the end of the Age of the Groove Grotto and the beginning of the Alfredo Asylum, the current house we currently reside in,
Yeah.
it's like I started getting just there. It's the summer. No one's in the gym except for a couple, you know, for some reason, troves of hot girls and just guys like me getting after it.
Yeah.
And I was doing leg press one day. Like, I was walking into the gym, and, you know, a guy I've seen here and there before, you know, not really, you know, talk to him at length. He's just like, hey, man, what's going on? I'm like, what's good, bro?
Yeah.
You know, they're acknowledging,
Yeah.
you know, get after it, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah,
And then
yeah.
I was doing leg press on mid-set. Some dude's coming over from his curls, and he's like, respect the hustle. And, dude, that shit is, that feels so good.
Yeah.
When you, it's, even if it's not, like, people that are bigger or more experienced than you, anything really helps.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
that, like, fuck yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking get this, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's game respects game.
Yeah.
But
No
you
matter
know,
where you're at. Yeah.
exactly, and like that's the thing. Like if you're doing something wrong, someone might tell you what you're doing wrong, but
Yeah.
that's the thing, and that's another thing I'm just going to clarify for everybody who's a beginner that's watching this
Yeah, it's
and
happening
gonna
to me.
and gonna go look at it. Like, number one, don't worry about other people.
Don't take it personally.
Yeah. Number two, it's only you, your music, and the weights. And number three, form is everything. Do not ego lift. You will get injured. Research the work, the exercises you're doing, so you do them correctly and you don't fucking hurt
Yeah,
yourself.
go lightweight.
Yes. I started doing 4 sets of 12, you know, like relatively light stuff. So, but when I was beginning, I caught myself swinging the dumbbells on occasion.
Yeah.
And my friend Evan, who is more experienced than me, would catch me. And my friend Mitch, who's very safe about it, but they would both catch me like, hey, drop the weight and keep the form.
Yeah.
Dude, the form is everything.
Yeah.
Weight doesn't build muscle, form does.
To a certain extent.
To a certain extent.
I put my phone on, do not disturb. Don't wanna talk, I don't wanna hear a word. I got these feelings I be feeling inside. Try not to lose my mind.